Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. So today I am so excited. I'm crazy excited because I got a package in the mail and it ended up containing this sucker right here. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial and review, the first out of two tutorials, as well as the review on this brand new palette. It's the Melt Gemini palette. I'm super duper excited. Laura and Dana from Melt Cosmetics made this palette. It's a Laura heavy palette. So Laura made this palette based off of her sign. She is a Gemini and it's her birthday month. So happy birthday, Laura. Melt is one of my favorite brands, so when I saw they were coming out with this palette, I needed it. I had to pick up this palette because I wanted to see if it was consistent with their stacks. I do have practically almost every stack that they have on their site, and I wanted to see if the eyeshadows compared to their stacks. So if you're interested, please keep on watching, and if you're not, please stop right here. It's not worth your time and effort. So let's get into the tutorial. Okay, so the first eyeshadow I'm going into is this shade called Laurely. It's this really pretty, like, warm orangey mustard shade, and I'm just applying that above my crease, blending out. This is going to be my transition shade for the look. Next, I'm going to be going into the shade Cupcake. It's this warm reddish yellow brown color, and I'm just really defining my crease right below where I place Laurely and blending it out. Next, I'm going to be going into the shade Cupcake, which is this like dark yellow brown, and I'm just winging it out as well as smoking it on my lash line, so like a smoky winged liner type thing. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm really defining that since I don't want an actual liner. Then I'm going in with the shade Bonnie, which is this dark carbon black color, and I'm really darkening up that smoky liner quite a bit. I don't want it to be too intense, but it wasn't the perfect amount of darkness for me just using Cupcake by itself. Next, I'm going to be going into this foiled peach shade called Gemini on a wet brush, and I'm just applying that all over my lid. It looks like I'm doing a cut crease, which it kind of is. It's like a smoky liner cut crease thing. I have no idea what I was doing. I was just kind of going. But it's not a true cut crease because I wasn't trying to be particularly sharp with it. So I'm just kind of putting it all over my lid and just kind of sketching out a really soft cut crease. Now I'm just using Cupcake and just blending it into Gemini, making sure there are no harsh lines. And then I'm going back in with Bonnie and redefining that smoky liner. Now I'm putting on some mascara. This is the Smashbox Superfan Mascara. I've been really liking this mascara a lot lately, so I'm just applying it generously to my lashes. For my lashes, I'm going to be using the Lily lashes in the style Vegas. They're more dramatic. They're not super dramatic, but they're more dramatic than Miami, which I really like and I think will complement this look. So I'm running a black gel liner in my waterline. This is the Inglot 77 gel liner. I couldn't find a pencil liner, so I'm just doing it with a brush and a pot liner instead. I wouldn't recommend this if your eyes are particularly sensitive. Then I'm just going back in with Cupcake, Laurely, and Polka Dot and running that under my lower lash line, and then highlighting my inner corners using Gemini just to bring some brightness in there. To contour my face, I'm going in with the Beauty Bakery Coffee and Cocoa palette, so I'm just contouring my face out. So my chin, my jaw, because your girl got some baby fat underneath there. You got some double chin. Then I'm going to go in with the Melt blush in the shade Cali Dream. This blush is quite light for me naturally by itself. It pulls ashy on my skin. But I place the blush light in the shade Fire Fury over it. And it was this really warm, like pink berry look. It wasn't super duper deep like Fire Fury is by itself, but putting these two together really like put them together It was beautiful. Now I'm just highlighting my face with the Melt Digital Dust Highlighters in the shade Gold Ore and Nova. I just mixed them, so I'm just highlighting all over my face. This is a more natural highlight, I figured, for me. I didn't want to be like super OD highlight. I just wanted to be like naturally glowy. So that's what I'm just doing to my face. So now I'm just lining my lips with a brown lip liner before I go in with my lipstick. And for my lipstick, I'm going in with the Melt Liquid Set Lipstick in the shade Rebound, which is this nice kind of berry pink color. So this is practically what the look looks like now. It's very natural, so you can pull a natural look from this palette. I will be doing a look with the olive side, and that will be coming soon. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of the palette. So this is the box that the palette comes in. It has pictures of Laura all over it, as well as the people who matter most in her life, her friends, her family, her dogs. So it's literally all about Laura and her pictures and things on the box. It says Melt in the lower right hand corner in this gold metallic font. And then on the back it has all the ingredient lists, as well as where it's made and distributed from, and the company's website. This is what the palette looks like if you haven't seen it already. So it says Gemini on it, it says Melt Cosmetics, and then it has these golden roses, which I really like because roses are my favorite flower, and I just think this whole packaging design is well done, and I love it. This palette was a lot bigger than I expected it. I was expecting it to be a lot smaller than this, but I was pleasantly surprised. The pans are huge. The pans are huge, so I was happy that you have actually a good pan size in here. The palette retails for $58, which a lot of people were saying is kind of expensive for Melt, but in reality, once you think about it, it's cheaper on their end to make a palette versus one of their stacks, because if you were to buy the baby girl stack, it's the same price as this palette, and you're only getting 5 shades versus this, which you're getting 10 shades. I got this palette last week Friday during the soft launch secret sale that they had for Melt's 5th birthday, so they pre-launched this early. This will be releasing June 2nd. At Fame Expo, as well as online on Melt Cosmetics. Today is June 1st, but by the time this video goes up, it will be June 2nd. So this will be going up on their website for actual sale for their hard launch. This palette is limited edition, so once it sells out, it sells out. It's not coming back ever again. That's what Laura said. That's what Dana said. It's not coming back. So if you're thinking about getting this palette, you better jump on it, because once it sells out, it sells out. If you skip over and want it later, you're gonna miss out. So I suggest grabbing it as soon as possible, as soon as it goes live, if you're thinking about getting this palette. So that's what it looks like on the inside. So you get 2 metallics, 8 mattes, which I think is really good. I actually really like it when a company goes heavy on the mattes, because when I look for a palette, I look for a palette that's matte heavy. I look for a lot of palettes that I could use for my outer corner or my my outer corner blending. That's what I tend to look for in a palette. I want it to make sure there's an adequate amount of matte shades for me to blend, which there is. Obviously, you can see there's a more olive side and a more tan side. Laura said when she was creating this palette that she wanted to have tans and browns in there, as well as she's been wanting to do something with olives lately. A lot of people were complaining that, oh, you should have done an all olives palette. But if you think about it, if she came out with this whole palette being olives, not a lot of people would buy it. So she wanted to make this palette versatile enough for those people who really like olive shades and those people who really like tan brown shades, and it allows them for flexibility and versatility with this palette, so they're not just stuck with one color scheme. So you are able to mix and match between all of these shades. People have been saying, oh, that's not what a Gemini would wear. Gemini is an air sign. I'm a Libra. I'm an air sign. I don't care what a Gemini palette's supposed to look like, even though Geminis are air signs. It's Laura's palette. It's her birthday palette. She's a Gemini. This is the tones that she likes to wear. So if she wants these tones to be in a Gemini palette, it's in the palette. So people really need to stop complaining that, oh, this is not what a Gemini would wear. I was thinking like blues and green, like blue, light blues and stuff like that. Guys, this is what she wanted to do. This was her idea. This was her concept. And I'm actually really glad that instead of going to the traditional air sign route, she went for more like of earthy tones, olivey tones. I just really like that. So when it comes to this palette, a lot of people were concerned that there was going to be shade overlaps when it comes to some of the eyeshadows in their stacks. It's completely untrue. They're all different. They are all different. I have practically all their stacks and I swatched them. They're all completely different. Luna falls between Blur and Unseen. Unseen and Blur lean more pinkish, warm brown. Luna is more on the yellow side, sticking to the mustard theme, mustard tan theme on this side. Gemini is practically the same shade as Amelie. However, Amelie is one of those like shimmer shades. It's not a foiled shade like Gemini is. And when it comes to Amelie, Amelie kind of shifts between a gold and a peach color. It's one of those transforming shades if you put it on top of something else. Gemini is straight foil. It is literally a straight foiled shade. They're practically the same color, two completely different finishes and formula. Laura Lee, this is more of a true mustardy yellow versus Rubbish, which is a mustard brown. They're two completely different colors. Same wavelength, two different undertones. Polka Dot, it looks very similar to Rust in the Pan. However, they swatch completely different. Polka Dot is like Rust, but with a mustard yellow undertone. Rust is more of that traditional red-brown that you see practically everywhere. Cupcake, which a lot of people are saying compares to Raw eyeshadow, they are completely different. They are not the same. Raw is a lot darker than Cupcake is. For sure, it's completely way darker and it's more on the cooler side versus Cupcake. And then Bonnie versus Dark Matter. Dark Matter is completely different than Bonnie. Bonnie is a true carbon black shade, while Dark Matter is a more smoky black. It's very hard to describe unless you see it in person for yourself. But yeah, Dark Matter is more of a smoky black. It's good for smoky eyes. Well, this is a really good dark carbon black. And it's not one of those carbon blacks that kind of look greenish. It's like black. It's literally just straight black. Other stacks, I have not found any other colors that look like this, and I have no other colors similar to these in my collection. So I do really like this palette, even though it's a little bit dustier than their stacks. Congratulations, Laura, and happy birthday. This palette is amazing. I hope they come out with a palette for Dana's birthday. That would be really, really cool to see. They might be planning it. Who knows? But I really like this palette. If you're interested, make sure you pick it up, because once it sells out, it sells out. It's not coming back again. It's not returning. Super limited edition apparently, but we shall see if it might come back. Who knows? But for right now, it's limited edition. It's gone. Once it's gone, it's gone. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought of this tutorial as well as the palette. If you're going to pick it up, if you're not going to pick it up, if you have similar colors in your collection, I would really like to know. Laura, Dana, you guys killed it with this palette. Laura, happy birthday, girl. You killed it for your birthday. This palette is bomb, sis. Like, for real, for real. Guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel down below if you haven't done so already, as well as follow me on my social media. My Instagram and my Twitter are at Abiola, and my Snapchat is at I Love to Purplefy. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.